Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Bitcoin price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis. We're gonna start today with the 2 hours chart here for our bull run unfolding. Yesterday we made a live stream, of course, to investigate, I would say, the bull run for the altcoins and the Bitcoin, and to see what is the highest performer in this bull trend toward the upside. And we have seen, of course, that Bitcoin might face a little bit of difficulties with this price action, and we might have like kind of a scenario for ABC here, where you have an A, B, and a C toward the upside, because of course the wave 2 did not reach the 0.38, giving higher potential for wave B rather than a wave 2. But don't forget that this is still, of course, a guideline, guys, at the 0.38, and of course Bitcoin sometimes tends to do it. Yeah, tends to not even take the 0.38 when it is very, very bullish. However, in case this happened, what you would like to see after it is simply a move, bullish move to the upside. But this did not really happen as normally for Bitcoin, because when this, of course, wave 2 is very shallow, not taking the perfect fib levels, and shallow in time, we would like to see a massive wave 3. But this did not happen, but otherwise we saw a triangle, kind of like a very sideways structure, which is kind of like tell us, okay, no, this was not the case as usual for Bitcoin, and this might be a wave B rather than a wave 2. Meaning you are in a potential A B, and a C toward the upside, where the wave C can reach the 115K here for, of course, this wave C, and in an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So this is the first possibility here where it might be unfolding. Of course, you are unfolding another 1, 2 here. Your wave 2 is kind of like a truncated wave 2, and you're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave 3, then 4 and a 5 for a 115K toward the upside. We can see at the same time that the Bitcoin dominance right now is moving toward the downside very massively. And of course, in a bigger view here for the Bitcoin dominance, we have finished potentially a structure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your wave 5 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 diagonal, and we're moving toward the downside. And that because, of course, yes, we might have finished this bull trend, or I would say like bull run for Bitcoin. It doesn't mean that Bitcoin will not move toward the upside. Definitely it's gonna see higher prices, and it's gonna pump as well with altcoin, but the performance between Bitcoin and the altcoins will go a little bit for the altcoins much higher for than the Bitcoin. Yeah, and that due, of course, of the dominance that we are looking at, and currently the alts are exploding. So the next scenario that I would like to show, yesterday in the live stream, we mentioned, of course, that we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 diagonal toward the upside, wave 1, wave 2, and potentially you would like to hit this wave 5 inside, of course, this green zone. Now, definitely we have 1, 2, 3 for ranging right now as a triangle, and moving for a wave 5 toward the upside. If this wave 5 will break the 1 to 1 fib level 112K, here definitely you can eliminate this scenario. This is, of course, a key level right now to be watched. If taken, of course, therefore there is no wave 1 here, whether we have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, or you have a big wave 1, 2, and then toward the upside, which we're gonna see right now as well. And don't forget, the wave 1 is always an A, B, and a C at the same time. Now, this scenario where you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 finished wave 1, wave A potentially, again, the same problem for a wave 2. We don't see a 0.38, and we simply move toward the upside. We saw this, of course, in the previous move for Bitcoin. If you remember, this move toward the upside, no 0.38, no 0.38, again and again, and now it is repeating the same thing. And I believe that this is still corrective, of course, and still looking for something like ABC. It can be as well that it might repeat the same move that we saw before, kind of like a exhaustion of stairs somehow, that it looks like 5 waves toward the upside somehow like this. but we're gonna see a lot of exhaustion during this move towards the upside. However, at the end, it's gonna finish up an A, B, and a C to finish up, of course, a big expanding flat, which we have explained it already before as an A, B, and a C, where you would like to see a big expanding flat, which is exactly this scenario on the daily, exactly this one, between the 1.38, 1.23, where you might see, of course, this target hit, and we might see, of course, a 122k or 100. Let me go logarithmic, by the way, that was a problem. 126k and 119k. So this is exactly what it might be here, the price hit, and we might see even a 1-to-1 fib level taken, of course, from this scenario that we saw, of course, as an ABC, meaning if you have an A, B, and a C, the 1-to-1 fib level 120k, 121k is exactly in confluence with this target. So next for Bitcoin, of course, is a pump. We're gonna see higher movement. Definitely, we are in positive 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. However, there is no wave 2 here yet. 1, 2. What I'm looking at is still much higher potential, as ABC can be, of course, finishing over there. And this is gonna finish, of course, a big WX and a Y as well. 3 waves toward the upside to finish this expanding flat wave B, and then moving toward the downside. In confluence, we can see the dominance is moving still toward the downside very badly. And of course, at the same time, the altcoins are outperforming Bitcoin for new higher prices. That was it for Bitcoin. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye bye.